session of the day, session 4, Elevating Steel Slab Quality, Integrated Approaches in Automation and Advanced Defect Tracking for Superior Steel Production. The session will focus on integrating automation with advanced defect tracking technologies to optimize steel production. For this session, I would like to invite our panelists first. The first panelist for this session is Mauro Biri, Sales Manager, Selected Technology Supplies, Italy. Mauro Biri. Next up, we have Dr. Swareen Bedarkar, Electrotherm India Limited. Dr. Swareen Bedarkar has over 24 years of experience in metallurgical engineering, specializing in process development, product design, and commissioning. His expertise lies in steel refining, air pollution control, and dephosphorylation of steel using induction furnaces. We would like to welcome you on the dais, sir. Next up, we have Shri Nitin Gupta ji, Managing Director, RL Steel and Energy Limited. Mr. Nitin Gupta is an active and dynamic young entrepreneur from Maharashtra, known for his impactful leadership in the industry. As the former president of CMIA, he spearheaded various initiatives that significantly benefit the sector. We welcome you, sir. Next up, we have Shri Shrikant Joyce from Kathuria Rolling Mill. Shri Shrikant Joyce has 40 years of experience in steel rolling mills. He has done many projects in India and abroad for rebar, wire rods, and special steel. His present interest is developing and training of personnel and prepare them for running the plant efficiently. We would like to welcome you on the dais, sir. Next up, we have Shri Pannalal Biswa ji, Managing Director and CEO, In-Phase Power Technology Private Limited. Mr. Pannalal Biswa ji is the Managing Director and CEO of In-Phase Power Technologies Private Limited, and he has held the position since 2014. He holds an MTech in Power Electronics from IIT Kanpur and brings over 30 years of experience in power. We welcome you on the dais, sir. Next up, we have Shri Bhisham Kumar ji, Managing Director, Nav Bharat Engineering Works Limited. Mr. Bhisham Kumar ji, a mechanical engineer graduate from IIT Delhi, has 40 years of experience in manufacturing hot rolling mills. He has installed major mills including two 500,000 TPA single slit mills at Bhagya Lakshmi and Om Sai Ram Jalna. We welcome you on the dais, sir. Now we have another panelist, Shri Lokendra Singh ji, Managing Director, ISC Machines Private Limited. To moderate this session, I would like to invite Shri Subham Soni ji, Metarol Steels and Energy Limited Director. Mr. Shubham Soni is the Director of Operations at Metarol's Ispat Private Limited, where he oversees the company's operational activities. He holds an MS in Finance from the University of Rochester, equipping him with advanced financial expertise to manage and optimize operations effectively. Unfortunately, the session chairman had prior commitments, so he had to leave, so this session will be without a session chairman. I would like the moderator to take over. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us for the cutting edge practices. Actually, there's been a small mistake in the PPT here, but the topic is about elevating standards and setting the cutting edge, discussing about the cutting edge practices in the steel industry. So from the very beginning of the steel industry, starting from the Bessemer furnaces till today, the technology had played a very critical role in the development of the steel industry. So, and technology being, the adoption of technology and industry best practices has always been a crucial for our growth. Today we are all here to explore how the cutting edge practices are and will be shaping our industries. So with such a wealth of expertise on our panel, we are all well positioned to explore the pressing challenges faced by our industry. Uh, Given that from the today's session, uh, I would like to ask all of you some of the questions which we have all discussed prior to our session. However, one of the critical challenges I think we all have been seeing in the industry today is about the availability of raw material. So, given that one of the given that the raw material prices has been extremely fluctuating, Dr. Swarin, he is not here. So I have this question for everyone here, that since the availability of scrap is not availability of scrap is going to be challenging by 2026 because of CBAM, and protectionism is coming into picture. How do you think what kind of technologies that we should adopt so that we can secure our raw material availability?
Shubham, so according to me, I think scrap is definitely going to be a big challenge going down in future, with all countries coming out with some of the other regulation for restrictions on export of scrap. I'm sure Indian government and Indian steel producers will be well adopted to the times to come, and India will definitely have more scrap generation than we will today. We have, with the scrappage policy coming in. I'm sure it's already there, but compulsory implementation of that, things will be better taken care. But scrap will always remain a challenge. But scrap, being a government of India's initiative of circular economy and green steel, sustainability, scrap will have to remain one of the raw material. And I'm sure availability within India, generation within India will definitely improve to take care some of the problem with the import restrictions. But I'm sure new opportunities and new avenues from various countries will also open up where India can look at import of scrap.
Okay. Dr. Swarin, would you like to add on availability and securing our raw material?
First of all, I am extremely sorry. I was with some of the customers at my stall, so please excuse me for getting late. Regarding raw material availability, I feel that government has given us the target of, say, 300 million ton production capacity and production of actually 255 million ton by 2030. This is the target. And right now, we are at 144 exactly, to be precise, 144 million ton, and 1/3 is from induction furnace route. That is 51 million ton is from induction furnace route. So from here, if we extrapolate the line, then we have to be at somewhere around 100 million ton installed capacity and 82 to 85 million ton of production. So for that, right now if we see, there are two types of raw materials. First is sponge iron and then another is scrap. So scrap right now it is 8.9 million. Domestic scrap is around 25 million ton and sponge iron is 46. So if we see the figures of 2030, that is 100 million ton installed capacity, another 35 million ton installed capacity has to be there, then sponge iron units are going to come, that is for sure. I don't know what will be the situation of scrap, because scrap has to be, the scrap numbers are not available, that how much scrap is being used in induction furnace and all these things. So I feel there is a greater scope of sponge iron plants that in central India, where Gadchiroli is there, or in eastern India, and somewhere around in southern India, definitely 35 million ton sponge iron plants are going to come. And those who are using steel scrap to make steel, they have to increase the percentage of sponge. I know because Western India and North India, they use steel scrap. And South India and East India, they use sponge iron. But those who are at almost 90% scrap, they have to shift or they should start using sponge iron more. This is the situation, or these are the numbers which are showing that sponge iron plants are going to come, or one has to use more and more sponge iron in induction furnace. So these are my views. Thank you.
Given said that there will be more use of sponge iron in the coming days, the furnace sizes which are increasing, which is at 50 tons, and we're planning for 60 tons as well. So do you think somewhere as a manufacturer we'll have to also consider all these scenarios while considering increasing our production?
Yeah, we are also much worried about that, because as the size increases, the main problem using sponge iron in induction furnace is deslagging, because we need to frequently remove the slag. The yield is almost 82%. So we need to remove slag continuously, so that will be the challenge. But if you see few years back, people used to say that 10-12 ton induction furnace is good for sponge iron. Bigger furnaces are not good for sponge iron steel making. After that, they started talking 15 ton induction furnace is good for sponge, 25 ton, 30 ton. So day by day, the practice is, people are using induction furnace for sponge iron melting. They get trained in using sponge iron. So though the sizes are increasing, but if there is no option rather than using sponge iron in induction furnace, the practices will get developed. That is what I feel, even though the sizes are bigger.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.